The truth is finally here. This is a moderate deep crease in a hood. I put a ruler and quarter by it to give an idea of size. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate what happens to the bottom of a crease when using pencil tip versus a needle tip. The reflection here is from a finishing light from Pro PDR Solutions. These lights do give some flutter when filming, but hopefully they're not too irritating. This is the starter reflection, also from Pro PDR. Notice, of course, that while the finishing light gave us a better idea of the overall size and depth of the crease, the starter light gives us a much more detailed look at the bottom of the crease. Some people don't like this reflection, but in my opinion, it's the best way to see lots of detail at the bottom of the impact line on the crease. If you can't see it, you can't fix it. The pencil tip here is about an average stock tip you'd get from most tool companies. And the needle tip is not as sharp as some I have, but sharp enough for this demonstration. Okay, let's start with the pencil tip and start from the right and go to the center. Notice we're being very accurate, or at least as accurate as I can be sharing my reflection with the camera. Notice also that we're not making any over pushes, and we're connecting each push with the one before it. This helps these sharper tips to gather up more metal and will greatly reduce any work I may have left after the first pass in the impact line of this crease. I put a small overpush in the middle so you can tell where I stopped with the pencil tip. And now for the needle tip. We're going to start from the right now and go to the center. Notice how the pencil tip really does gather up a lot of metal. I'm always careful when I'm pushing with this tip. I do recommend using heat with these though to protect the paint and to help with the gathering effect of the tip. And it's important to note here that we are pushing metal, but we're also gathering more metal than we're pushing. For a more in-depth explanation of gathering, you may want to read a tech article I wrote on the subject a few years ago for Dording.com. There are also many discussions on gathering metal on this forum going back many years. I'll put a link to Dording under this video. So we got it up in one pass. Let's see what our finishing reflection shows us. Well, it looks fine except for the overpush I purposely put in the middle to show you where the pencil and needle tip met. Notice orange peel looks fine because we didn't put any overpushes in it. Well, that's the way orange peel should always look, and it will if you get control of those overpushes. I've had a tagline on Dording.com for the past 14 years now which says, accuracy equals speed plus quality, and if you can't see it, you can't fix it. This isn't just a tagline with me, it's the guiding principle behind almost everything I do in PDR. Most techs spend way too much time fixing mistakes like overpushes, inaccurate pushes, and lots of other time in flushing money down the toilet mistakes. Well, let's knock that high down and pan the camera and see what this looks like. Well, if you've got a large screen, you'll notice that the left side that we use the sharp needle tip on, just a titch flatter than the right. Pretty close though. That sharp tip really gathers up and flattens out the bottom. Okay, I wanted to show a little more detail at the impact point of the crease as we push. So we'll do another one on the same panel and position the reflection to show more detail for the camera. Unfortunately, that means a little less detail for me. Okay, that's about as good as I can get it for the camera. Okay, I hope you're watching this on a full screen. I'm going a bit slower with the pencil tip so you can see the tip gathering, not just pushing up the metal. This is much more effective than just driving a crease up. We're actually gathering metal together as we push. I'm going to let this play all the way through, going slowly so you can see clearly what these gathering pushes look like. And normally I wouldn't be going this slow, but we have to slow down in order for you guys to really see what's happening at the bottom. And hopefully you are seeing that gathering. A couple of minor deep spots there are a bit hard to get out, but they're coming. You just stay there until you gather the metal, and you'll always know it because it'll wash right out. Very seldom do you see a crease with a uniform bottom. One of the worst mistakes you can make is just to go past that point and do the rest of the crease. You want to do it in a line, fellas, almost always. Connecting the pushes, and when you run into that tough spot, take your sweet time, gather the metal up. It'll come. It always does. If you're doing everything right, that is. Sometimes I'll have techs tell me, it takes so long to do it like that, though. Really? Keep track of the time it's taken to do this dent start to finish. There's no breaks. It's playing all the way through. I'm not going to have any tap down work, or very little, and very little tool work, if any. It's actually much quicker and much cleaner to do it this way, guys. No mistakes. 1 or 2 passes and she's done. 3 at the most, usually. Now we're using the needle tip and starting from the left. If you're on a large screen, you should see the metal gathering up to the point that the impact area of the crease is coming up flatter and a little bit cleaner than the right side did. This is because a sharp tip gathers up metal more efficiently than a pencil tip. And if I was able to heat this up and get around the camera with a heat gun, you'd really notice a difference in the gathering effect. I'm actually not moving in a straight line here, but slightly side to side of the impact line in the crease. The reflection is perfectly showing me where to push next and how much. Like shooting fish in a freaking barrel. Can you believe we get paid for this, guys? Come on, be honest now. Don't you feel guilty every once in a while? No? Okay. Actually, neither do I. Almost done here. A couple little spots to tighten up. She's looking good. You know, actually, I could have gotten away with a little sharper needle tip here. But that's all right. Made a great demo. Hopefully you guys can see the bottom of that dent pretty well. Okay, I got a minor high and a minor low. 1 push each should do it, but you've been patient long enough. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you'll know when the next video is ready. Also, if you have anything you'd like to see, I'm always open to suggestions in the comment area below. Thanks for watching.